Today, I will attempt to survive in the gig economy of San Andreas. If you thought inflation was bad IRL, it's even worse here. And unlike real life, in this game, you can't just sell feet pics on OnlyFans to make money. I already checked. The rules are simple. The game ends after 10 deaths, or when we save up $400,000 to buy a new apartment in Eclipse Towers, whichever comes first. By the way, there's a poll on my channel's community tab right now where you can vote on what game I play next. And I want to suffer, so be sure to cast your vote. But for now, meet Cherry, a recently divorced 79-year-old broad. Like most boomers, she's under the impression that you can still buy a house for like $50. So Cherry here is in for a rude awakening. We've got a bump it, cheetah print leggings, a Glock, and the tan, leathery skin of your average 30-year-old Floridian. Cherry here also has the blissful ignorance of someone who grew up in a healthy economy, but gone are the days of livable wages. Oh my gosh. You can't just sucker punch every minority you see anymore. Once Cherry figures out how to use her phone, we go to our GPS and set a course for home. Cause Cherry's old AF and she has to be home in time for her favorite TV shows. We try hitching a ride from one of Los Santos's kind citizens, but to no avail. Luckily, Cherry has already had both her hips replaced.
Correct climate change, ergo a dangerous change in our moral climate.
When I was in school, everything we learned was right there in the Bible. After rehydrating, we grab our bike and head off to look for work. When I was your age, I already had 15 children. Turns out, getting a job in Los Santos is just as easy as it was 50 years ago. So Cherry begins her first gig as a pizza delivery girl. Everything goes smoothly, but on the way to our final stop, just look at those fireworks. They were not fireworks, because they were actually coming from a car that shoots missiles. Lord Jesus. I think it triggered Cherry's World War II trauma, but somehow we made it. Our reward for surviving was a hefty $21,000. Apparently, Cherry's enemies hate to see her succeed, cause on her way to go shopping, the same missile shooting car drives by and blows Cherry to smithereens. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Wow, and this is only day 1.
That material is imported.
But eventually, Cherry's able to reward herself with a new fit. Oh my. One befitting of a high-paid, out-of-touch boomer. Exhausted after a day of delivering pizzas and giving unsolicited advice to millennials, Cherry heads home and tucks herself in for geriatric slumber. The following morning, Cherry awakens with a pep in her step. Her hips are feeling particularly loose after raking in a fortune last night. And after somehow forgetting how to use her phone, even though she literally just learned how to use it yesterday, Cherry logs into her bank app to check exactly how many houses she can buy. But she discovers a shocking reality. She's flat broke. While Cherry's gut reaction is to blame her dire financial situation on taxes and the Chinese,
perpetrated by the Chinese,
it was actually all her fault. Cause little does Cherry realize, the outfit she bought last night consumed her entire paycheck and what little savings she did have. So Cherry enjoys a quick breakfast and sets out for another But just like that, another $21,000 in our pocketbook. And with it, the scourge of capitalism, as Cherry is seduced by a poster of shoes. There was a beautiful young lady on the street corner wearing these. Alright, I forgot we were a pizza girl for a second. With our remaining money, we also go car shopping. Cherry, this car is $1.6 million, but it all works out in the end, because while breaking in her new shoes, Cherry stumbles upon a new kind of gig. Wait, what the f? No.
Death.
Granny, you flopped. Cherry was never a quitter, so she tries again, and to my surprise, She kills it. Death! And herself, because she didn't exactly stick the landing. Okay, Queen of Flying. And after a long day's work, Cherry decides it's time to live a little. She starts by going on a treasure hunt. Like a pirate, my ex-husband sailed right into his secretaries. And she decides to get a nice patriotic tattoo.
I'm using this money for drugs.
Cherry catches wind of a new gig. So she drives over to an old warehouse, presses a bunch of random buttons on the door, and then transforms into a lean, mean 79-year-old killing machine. Damn, she's ending careers left and right. Cherry's opponents fear her, although choosing a bike as her getaway car maybe wasn't the best choice.
You fucked up.
Death.
But this granny won't be silenced.
I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of, believe.
After successfully delivering the supplies, Cherry stops by a convenience store to refuel on adult diapers and comes to a shocking realization.
Oh my God.
Good lord, these prices. $12 for a gallon of milk? Cherry took one look at the store owner and she knew. So it's you illegals who did this.
Okay.
So Cherry goes full Robin Hood, except she kept everything she stole for herself. What in the organic bath salts?
Well,
And with her new earnings, Cherry stops by a shiny casino.
Welcome to the Diamond.
But little does Cherry know, I'm playing this game in Korea, where gambling is illegal. Which by some logic also makes it illegal in GTA Online, even though this isn't real money. I'm not making this up, it's actually a real thing. Ridiculous. This is elder abuse. And for once, I agree with Cherry. This is against my civil rights. So instead, we decide to unwind with a few shots of vodka, and then we have some wholesome fun. But watching her get whipped around on the empty roller coaster made me realize something. Maybe Cherry is lonely. So we steal a jet ski and ride over to someone's yacht, because if we're gonna make friends, they should at least be rich. But sadly, this yacht is totally empty, so we just dance the night away on the deck. The stars are... What the hell? Cherry's usually opposed to making friends that aren't retired and white, but the vodka shots are kicking in, and we decide to follow our new alien friend back to shore. And suddenly, we're attacked. Thankfully, Cherry is there, ever the hero. And she quickly saves her friend's life and sets her enemy's car ablaze. Later on, we're back on our pizza grind when out of nowhere, we get attacked by a group of paid mercenaries. I think these men in black were looking for that alien. Something takes over Cherry, and for the first time, she stands up in defense of illegal aliens. But then out of nowhere, she gets rammed right from behind, just like her ex-husband used to do. And this time it's fatal. Cherry finishes her deliveries, collects her coin, and decides to reward herself with a visit to the shoe store. At least, that's what she thought it was.
You like?
No estaba dormido. Estaba durmiendo, pero despierto.
In between gigs, Cherry tries to make some more friends. It could have been the blatant racism or the offensive comments, but she had a hard time.
Death.
So rude! They're in for a Caucasian uppercut. Ever the life of the party, Cherry provides some entertainment for her new friends. And while she couldn't tell if they were laughing with her or laughing at her, it felt good to unwind. No! With 9 deaths under our belt, reality was starting to sink in. And with not even $100 grand in the bank, Cherry was starting to realize that, for once in her life, the odds were not in her favor. So we kicked things into high gear. Cherry picked up another treasure hunting gig, more pizza gigs, A help this young lady pay for her college fund gig, more deliveries, and more... Wait, are we losing money from this? And then we discovered an opportunity for a new kind of gig, one with the potential to make some big bucks. So Cherry set out chauffeuring strangers around town, all while telling them hour-long stories from her past that they never asked to hear. But on our way to drop off a client, we noticed something suspicious. The familiar sound of destruction ringing out close behind us. And as the gunshots neared closer, so did a menacing icon on the radar. And this time, it was neither the men in black nor the aliens, but a tank of a car dead set on destroying Cherry's hopes and dreams. No!
Death!
And just like that, Cherry was killed for the 10th time, a mere $300,000 away from realizing her dreams. And that's all she wrote. In the end, even though we failed miserably at our mission, I think GTA Online is an amazing life simulator in its own special way. I talk a lot about The Sims and EA on my channel, and Rockstar/Take-Two is pretty similar to EA when it comes to the corporate greed and terrible customer service, but at least Rockstar knows how to make good games. Be sure to vote on what game you want me to play next. If you like this video, check out my other one on RimWorld or listen to me roast The Sims franchise. And feel free to add me on GTA Online. You can probably just find me at the Vanilla Unicorn. I'll probably be there.